Hey everybody, my name is Jason Jarvis. I just started this channel. This channel is Voiceless Society No More. I started this to start creating content, bring awareness to mental health issues that our country faces every day. There is background to my content and my intentions. I have a relative that, by marriage, that suffers from mental disability, and recently I have been brought into his life in the aspect of him asking for help to get out of certain situations that he's been put in and to help him get the correct diagnosis and medications and whatnot. And I have run into so many roadblocks, it's heartbreaking. And after dealing with this for several months, probably about 3 or 4 months, there's so many limitations for people with mental disabilities, and it's something that we need to band together as a community, whether it be online or your local community. We need to get involved because it almost appears as though there's so much red tape to cut through. But what I have found is there's just a lack of funding, there's a lack of initiative, basically. These seem like the forgotten about people of society. Uh, they are shuffled around through facilities. You have people with mental disabilities that should be under psychiatric care, and they are instead in jail. And well, I do understand that jails and correctional facilities and all that have psychiatric units. They're not the best psychiatric units, and it is my strong belief that if someone is mentally disabled to certain degrees, that they should basically have to go to a psychiatric facility and receive treatment there rather than jail or prison. Um, and my relative currently is incarcerated. He was just arrested a few days ago. And what nobody seemed to understand was he has a mental disability. And they took him to the hospital and they said, you know, uh, basically, we're waiting for the hospital to confirm his diagnosis. If they confirm his diagnosis, then he will go to a psychiatric facility, but if not, he's going to jail. And the hospital, for whatever reason, their system is just absolutely broken. They did not have anything on file, and this man has had several diagnoses over the span of the past, well, what I have documents of is over the last 8 to 10 years. But it goes back farther. It goes back all the way to basically, age 2 or 3. So we have a broken system. It's disgusting, and we need to really band together. If I can get the following on here, and also TikTok. I've taken to TikTok. My handle on TikTok is Jason Jarvis 735. Check out my content. I do have political videos on there. That seemed to be the best way to start getting a following going. And then I wanted to slowly introduce the mental health awareness into it. And then eventually that would be the majority of my content. But with everything that's transpired with my cousin in the past few days, I feel that it's time to just roll it out and see how well people take to this and how big of a heart people really have. And I know there's all kinds of different groups out there that want to help, but locally, I'm not aware of anything that's happening for people with mental disabilities. You have your local boards of mental health, and they do what they can. And I've been connected with Hope Services to help my cousin. But it seems like we can do more. Let's do more. So by all means, get on here, comment, follow me. Follow me on TikTok. I will talk to you about anything and everything. I talk about race, religion, politics, you name it, I'll talk about it. We might not have similar views, but I think that we can all agree that people with mental disabilities, it's not their fault. They need help. They need somebody to be a voice for them. Some of them are not able to fully understand the concept of the situation that they're in. And when you get to that point, you have to have somebody available to understand your situation, understand your mental status, and try to help you navigate through that. And unfortunately, so many of these people do not. And it is so disparaging. So I implore all of you, please like this channel, give me a following. If I am able to create the content, if you guys follow me and I am able to start generating money from this, it is going to start locally here for me in Ohio. I'm located in Wauseon, Ohio, and I want to start locally with some basic housing, to be able to help staff, and maybe we can get to a larger scale down the road. That's my goal, and I'm going to keep pushing for this no matter what. So I will make these videos, and I don't care if I only get one follower. I will absolutely keep going with it until I'm heard, because people like my cousin John, they aren't heard. They are the voiceless society here, and they need to be voiceless no more. And that's the point of my channel handle. And I will continue to be a voice for John and people with similar disabilities to John. And I think that's something that we could all probably agree on, that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what your race, your religion, or your political affiliation is. We just need to be people helping people, and we need to have compassion and empathy for people with these disabilities. And I understand that there are so many different lines of disabilities. There's physical disabilities, everything. But what I've found is the ones with mental disabilities, it's hard to find the proper care for them. It is easier to find living situations or housing, basically, for someone with a physical disability as it is to someone with a mental disability. And I found that to be, I don't know, I just guess I didn't understand why, because they both kind of are the same. I mean, I realize that people with a physical disability have trouble moving around and whatnot, but when your mind is not gripping reality, you have a hard time functioning. And I couldn't imagine, but I just have a soft spot for that, and we just need to keep moving with it and see what kind of momentum we can get going here. But my intention is raise the mental health awareness. I want to get this channel going. So, as you guys join, let me know what kind of content you want to see. I have some good friends. We laugh and have a good time. We debate everything. We're a pretty crude group. We can, my TikToks will show that I use lots of vulgar language on there. I'm not so certain that I will use it on this platform, just due to the fact that I want to, this will be my primary spot for the mental health awareness. So, but I can't guarantee it won't go that way once we all start coming on together and creating the content. It just depends on what you guys want to see. You tell me, and I will make it happen. Just help me get going. I'm all for ideas. I will read every comment. If you wish to send me an email, if you wish to send me a message, I don't know if YouTube does messages or not, but if they do send me a message, I will listen. I will create the content that you guys need to see to get this generating. And the biggest thing I can tell you is I am on here for followers, likes, and I would like to start generating money, and that will all go towards helping people like John, uh, anyone with a mental disability. But like I said, I would have to start on a local level, smaller scale, unless it really hits big. But I'm realistic. I don't expect to come on here and get the world's attention and rake in millions of dollars to help these people. But it doesn't necessarily take that much money. It just takes effort, and it takes getting attention to it. And eventually we will find additional funding. It is my true hope that President Trump will eventually take his attention from the current political climate and move towards other parts of our society that need help. And I believe that people with mental and physical disabilities should be at the very top of that priority list. Unfortunately, right now he's gutting our infrastructure. But my true hope is once he's done with that, he'll move on to even more important issues. Maybe not necessarily more important to society, but it is more important to me. It's near and dear to my heart. So please share this, follow it, like it. Let's get the word out there, and let's start helping the people that aren't able to help themselves. Our homelessness issue in this country is awful, and I think what you would find is the majority of them do suffer from mental illness, and I don't think that has been lost on anybody. But what are we doing to remedy that situation? So let's start here. Let's start fixing this one step at a time, one day at a time, one like, one follow, one share. Let's put it out there. And some of you might not agree with my views. You might not want to see me on camera. You might not want to hear my voice. I apologize for that, but at the same time, I don't apologize for it because I feel very strongly about this. So let's just get the word out, guys. God bless you, and I really truly hope that you guys help me out here. This is something that I am so genuine about, and I'm not somebody that's out here to scam people. I'm a very honest person. You can ask me anything, and I will answer it honestly, and I can majority of the time back up what I have to say. And I'm very able and self-aware to tell you if I'm wrong or if I don't know something. But I will put my opinion out there on anything and everything you guys want. And let's just see where we can go with this. So please help me, and I appreciate you all. Thank you.